Hi guys, it's Dulcie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about commuters. It's some helpful tips and tricks and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what I'm going to talk about is some essentials for commuters in college, and then a guide for commuters in college. So these first couple of things are what you should bring. So you definitely should bring a water bottle and snacks. Most colleges have water fountains that you can fill up water, or you can easily fill it up, ask someone to fill it up. Like at a like when you're local restaurants or dining halls and stuff like that. Unless you don't have a meal plan and can't get into some of those places. Also bring snacks, especially if you're going to be on campus for a couple of hours. That way you aren't going hungry. So you definitely want a sturdy backpack because you are going to be carrying a lot of stuff with you on campus since you don't have a dorm room. So definitely have a sturdy backpack that you can fit everything into. Another idea with this is keeping a bin or just a decent sized container that you can keep all of your stuff in, and keep it just in the back of your car, so that way if you have some time between classes, you can just go back to your car, get what you need, and then go to your next class. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you always have an umbrella either on you or in your car, because you never know when it's going to rain and you're going to need it. You definitely want a portable phone charger, just so that your phone doesn't die. You probably should bring audiobooks and music if you're one of those people who like to listen to things in between classes, or while you're either at the library studying or just sitting somewhere waiting for your next class to start. The next thing that you want, this is mainly focused towards girls, is a toiletry kit. That way, if something happens while you're at your campus, then you have everything ready. You want a laptop. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. You probably want a book that isn't recommended for one of your classes, just so that way, if you have some downtime between classes and you don't have anything really to do, you can just read a book. You want to have emergency cash, just in case someplace that you go on campus doesn't take cards. You want a well-made schedule. You don't want to have all of your classes all spread out if you're a commuter, because then you have a bunch of free time that you probably won't be really doing anything. So if you're a commuter, I would recommend making your classes all around the same time frame. So whether that be 8 to noon, or maybe 10 to 2 and stuff like that, so it's in the exact same they're all within a certain amount of time, and you might have a little bit of a break in between one of your classes or something like that, but just that way you know that okay, at 12 I'm done and I can go home and I don't have to come back to campus. Remember why you are doing this. The next thing is to wake up early. If you live quite a bit away from your campus, you definitely want to make sure that you are getting up early and giving yourself enough time to get ready, eat breakfast, do everything that you need to do, and still make it to campus on time. Prepare the night before, so definitely just pack your bag the night before. If you even wanted to, pack your car the night before, so that way you know that everything is in your car, so that you're not forgetting anything. Schedule your classes wisely, like I mentioned before. I would recommend just making them all within a certain time range, 8 to 12 or 10 to 2 or something like that. So just that way all your classes are within a certain time frame, so that way you're not having to you have 2 classes in the morning and then you have a 3-hour break to where you can go home, and then but you have to come back to campus for another class. Make your commute fun or productive, so listening to music, listening to audiobooks, stuff like that. There's always a shortcut. Make sure that you know all the different ways to get to your campus from where you are located, and make sure that you know which one is the easiest way to get to where you are needing to go. pack your entire life in your backpack. Like I said before, you probably aren't going to want to, you don't want to keep going back and forth between campus and your house. So make sure that you have everything that you need. And like I mentioned earlier, you can also use like a crate or a tub or something to like stick your school stuff that can just stay in your car and just like leave it in your car. Get a locker if your school offers them to just keep your stuff in if you don't want to keep it in your car. Keep extra supplies in your car or locker. Talk to people in class. I think this one is pretty important because then that way you can have a friend, you can hang out with them, you could probably even go to their dorm room if they live on campus and stuff like that. Take advantage of time between classes. If you have like 30 minutes to an hour of free time between the two classes, definitely do something fun, do something productive, do something that you want to do between that time. Find places to study near your home on weekends, that way you're not just sitting in your room all day on the weekends. Join a club, whether that be like choir, band, a sporting club, or any other club that you might be interested in. Pack your lunch and extra snacks. Make friends with residents, like I mentioned before. You can always, if you always just hang out in their dorm room. Bring chargers. Always carry an umbrella. Check your email every morning before you leave your house because you don't want to have your like first class be canceled and you not know until you get to campus and you could have like stayed home for an extra hour or so. Stay on campus as long as possible. Explore different parts of the city that your campus is in. And the last thing for this video is appreciate the perks of living at home and having everything like you can like cook your own food, you don't have to have a meal plan, you can sleep in your own bed and stuff like that. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will talk to you guys in my next video.